It's so exciting to see different takes on the same character, because it's really interesting to see how people see this character and kind of, hey, shush. Hey guys, welcome to another video. To get it out of the way, cosplaying Monica. I've repeated this cosplay before on this channel. Also, you know how I had my lanyard of badges right here? Bro, it literally fell, and now there's paint chipped off of my wall because command hooks are liars and they don't keep the paint safe on the wall. So now I have Omori photos. Please don't talk about it. Today's video is something I've been thinking about for a little bit and not sure how I wanted to approach, so kind of just I wrote down some points and wanted to kind of just express myself on this topic. My lighting does not look that good. We're gonna just hope I color corrected it well and that it looks better in editing. Recently I've been watching a lot of videos about de-influencing, like shopping, specifically Target, like the store, de-influencing being an influencer, de-influencing like clothing and social media use and everything like that. I have been really into the topic of de-influencing a lot of things because it feels like in today's world everything's an advertisement. You're being influenced to buy makeup, clothes, cars. You're being influenced to have a certain lifestyle, and if you don't have this lifestyle, you're a failure, and things like that. And I have had ups and downs with social media and healthy and not healthy relationships with it, in the sense of I kind of have fallen into the trap of, if I don't have this certain look or this certain outfit, or in, you know, the concept of my channel, certain cosplay or my cosplay or makeup doesn't look a certain way, then it's a failure, I'm a flop, I'm living life incorrectly, and things like that. So I wanted to kind of give some pointers that I thought were important to quote unquote de-influence the cosplay community and the convention scene. Now these are all my own points, my own thoughts and experiences, and it's not verbatim, so please take it with a grain of salt and just, we're having a conversation, girl. We are having a conversation, except I'm the only one talking and you are forced to sit and listen to me like we're at a sleepover and you don't really know what I'm talking about, but you're still vibing. Alright, I first want to start with specifically cosplay and then we will go into the convention scene. So, yeah! I think the first one is not even like an opinion, it's kind of just everybody agrees on this, like it's not a personal opinion, it's kind of something everybody agrees on. You do not have to look exactly like a character in order to cosplay them. This is a point that has been fought tooth and nail since I started cosplaying 5 years ago, half a decade. That's disgusting. There's always been this idea that if you are, for example, a cosplayer of color, as myself, you can't cosplay a certain, like, a white character because you don't match their skin tone. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Even if it's your skin color, your body shape, your facial features and things like that, there's nothing that says you can and can't cosplay a certain character unless it's specifically outlined by a certain community or things like that. But I'm going to just stick with things that I have personally experienced and have knowledge of and things like that. I think it's unfair to box cosplayers and characters into, you can only cosplay this character if you have their exact features, if you look exactly like them, especially with the makeup on and the wig. There's nothing in cosplay that says you have to verbatim be exactly and look exactly like the character. Nothing. Nothing. Cosplay is a play on words of costume play. You are just literally putting on your own rendition of a character. You are putting your own spin on a character, and the point of cosplay is to make it unique to yourself. It's very, very popular now, within the last few years that I've been cosplaying at least, that I have seen, is putting your own unique touches on a character. When I was first introduced to cosplay back in about 2017, I remember seeing that it was very much about be exact to what is on screen. And by that I mean specifically just the wig and the outfit. But now in the cosplay community, it's very welcomed to really put put your own spin on it, put your own touches on it, make the character unique to yourself and your own style. So it's very important to realize that you do not have to look exactly like the character in order to cosplay them. If you want to cosplay Junko Enoshima, cosplay her. You don't need to be the exact rip of her in order to cosplay her. And that goes for any character. So this is a point that is still kind of running rampant in the cosplay community, and it kind of piggybacks off of my last point. It's the idea of being canon, and I've talked about being canon on my channel before, but for those who don't know, being canon is when you are, again, an exact rip of the character off of the screen. And some people, whether they are in the cosplay community and they actively cosplay, or it's somebody that they just enjoy other people doing it, some people really think that if you are completely canon to the character and completely exact to what is on screen, you are thus better than other cosplayers. Hey, that's a really cringy take to have. In the last few years that I have personally seen, uniqueness in a cosplay is very, very, very encouraged. It's very much something that people really like to see in other people's cosplays. It's so exciting to see other takes on different characters. It's so exciting to see different takes on the same character, because it's really interesting to see how people see this character and kind of, hey, shush. It's interesting to see how people take this one character and kind of just put it into all these different directions. Like Monica, I've seen Monica embodied in so many different ways. Frankenstein, we got Charlie Morningstar, so many different ways to embody so many different ways to embody one character, that the idea of being canon should not box you into the idea of just not letting yourself have fun with your looks. Canon does not equal better. We need to please continue to advertise that all over conventions and the cosplay scene, because I am the argument of canon equals better is so overdone. Get over it. This next point is something that I've personally struggled with within the past few years. It's the idea of, if you're posting content online, if you're posting cosplay content online, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, the idea that if your cosplay or your video does not get a certain amount of likes, it sucks, it's a flop, it's not as good as other people, so on and so forth. This is, again, something that I've struggled with, because I'm very hard on myself. I'm very hard on how my content performs, which is honestly not healthy. Even though before I preached about having healthy and not healthy relationships with social media, this is something that I am learning to kind of not put so much pressure on myself for. Again, a cosplay is all about you expressing your character, expressing how you see them, and so on and so forth. And the idea that, oh, I didn't get, this one cosplayer got 40,000 likes on a photo and I only got 20, that does not mean your cosplay is lesser or it's not as good. It's, first of all, the engagement algorithm that it plays against everybody. The algorithm does not specifically love anybody. The algorithm is hard on everybody, no matter what platform you are posting on. And you should not base your cosplay based on you should not rate your cosplay based on how many likes you are getting, because again, cosplay is about being yourself. And even if your cosplay gets 20 likes, first of all, that is 20 people that sees your content or sees your cosplay and enjoys it. Imagine getting 20 compliments in person. It's the same thing. And even at a convention, even if your content does not perform well online, at a convention, there's probably going to be hundreds of people that are enjoying what they see and enjoying that your cosplay looks really cool. Don't let the idea of a certain amount of likes equals being better. How about we're just here to have fun? We're literally playing dress up, be for real. There is something that I've seen some conversation about on this topic, but not a ton of conversation. Not that that's a bad thing. Maybe I'm just not getting, again, the algorithm's not giving me those conversations being had, but it's the idea of having to always cosplay the newest content. For example, at the time that I'm filming this, K-pop Demon Hunters, she's eating it up. She's all over my Instagram, TikTok, my Twitter, my YouTube, everywhere. I love K-pop Demon Hunters. I personally would like to really cosplay Zoe. I've been looking on Depop to thrift and recycle some older clothes that people don't wear anymore. It's the idea of, oh, this is popular, thus I want to be the first Rumi cosplayer. I want to be one of the first Zoe cosplayers, or I have to cosplay this while it's popular. I think that is so exhausting. The idea of constantly, one, spending your money on these brand new cosplays that are just coming out just to catch on the hype of it being popular, and the idea of having to stress yourself out to get the makeup right, get the wig in time, get the outfit in time, everything like that. It's like there's this pressure and this rush that certain cosplayers feel of, I have to cosplay this while it's popular or else I'm gonna literally not be relevant, or I have to cosplay this because everybody else is doing it so I have to do it, or just because it's popular at the time. It's not healthy to kind of rush yourself to do something like that, and I've heard people describe it as like cosplay fast fashion, of cosplaying this thing when it's popular and then just not doing it ever again. I remember when Spy Family was like super peak, I cosplayed Yor literally once. I really liked it, but I didn't feel passionate about the character. I just cosplayed it because I was really into it at the time and it was really popular, thus I kind of wanted to just like hop onto the hype of it. But I kind of wasted my money on a cosplay that I didn't use anymore and I ended up selling. It's honestly unrealistic for most cosplayers to get a cosplay as soon as that media is popular. Like, yeah, some people ended up pulling it together through closet cosplay, or they did splurge money on buying the cosplay when Doki Doki Cosplayers released it, or thrifting and making it, or anything like that. But it's honestly not super realistic to be able to, for everybody to pull off these cosplays just as soon as you finish that movie, as soon as it comes out, or as soon as that anime finishes. It's not the most realistic. So I want to put that realism into people's minds of, just because a ton of people are cosplaying it right now, it's not super realistic that everybody could just pull that cosplay out. You know, shipping takes time. Cosplay, like building a cosplay, making a cosplay takes time, and it's not achievable by everybody. And I don't want people to kind of stress at the idea of, there's already so many cosplayers of this character, thus once I start it, it's going to be dead and nobody's going to care. And that's another thing that bugs me, is the idea of people being like, I want to cosplay this character but there's no demand for it. You're the one demanding it, why don't you cosplay it? I just find it kind of weird that people wait for, you know, hype trains of things. This is something that I see a lot with Danganronpa, and I have a few Danganronpa mutuals who have spoken about this. It's the idea of, it's not popular, so why am I going to cosplay from it? It's just the idea of, not that I won't cosplay from it, I cannot cosplay from it just because it's not popular. You're sucking the fun out of it for yourself just by putting the idea of it's not popular. And that goes in the idea of needing to get certain likes in order to validate that cosplay for yourself. Cosplay, first of all, is not made for social media, it's not made for clout, it's made for yourself and made for your own enjoyment. And if you are saying, where's the demand for this character, I want to cosplay them, you are clearly the one demanding and asking for it, thus you should be the one to cosplay them. And I'm sure there are so many other people out there who also are like, I want to cosplay this character, but there's no hype and nobody else is doing it. It's one of those things where be the person that starts it and everybody else is going to follow along with you. I've seen people say that they don't want to cosplay Doki Doki Literature Club because it's a dead game and there's no hype. The community is dead. First of all, no, it's not. But it's just like, don't let the idea of an unpopular community or a dead fandom or no demand stop you from cosplaying a character. I hate that mentality so much. The amount of like Miraculous Ladybug, does she do well on my account? No, but do I care? Not really, because I think I look cute in the cosplay. Even if there's no demand for it, I don't care. I'm still gonna cosplay it. Hello? I'm spending my money on it. I'm gonna post it. So again, if you want to cosplay a character, just do it. Don't worry about if other people are going to care or not, if there's hype or not. You are wasting your time worrying about if other people are going to know what it is, or if other people like are going to be like, that's a dead fandom. Okay, so what? If I'm the only one in the fandom, I'm having fun. Excuse me. This is something that's really big that I've seen in specific to conventions. It's the idea of repeating a cosplay. Wearing a cosplay over and over again to a certain convention, or wearing a certain cosplay over and over again to film content. I've literally filmed content as Monica twice on this channel. I think Yuri about 3 times. And I repeat cosplays on my TikTok multiple times because I spent the money on either making or buying the cosplay. I spent the time to, again, make the cosplay, work on the wig, do my makeup, and it's something that I really enjoy and love, like Doki Doki Literature Club, so I'm gonna repeat this cosplay a billion times until I get tired of it. It's okay to repeat a cosplay. It is normal to repeat a cosplay. It is normal to wear the same cosplay to multiple conventions. It is normal to post the same cosplay over and over again. You do not need to constantly post and wear new cosplays in order to stay cool, relevant, whatever. In the convention scene, you know, it's kind of well known that you try, like some people try to debut a new cosplay whenever they go to a convention. That is their preference. But if you are unable to debut a new cosplay every time you go to a convention, that is normal. Normal. In 2024, I took my Charlie Morningstar cosplay to like literally 3 conventions. 3. Because I enjoyed it so much. I've taken my Dokis to multiple conventions. I've taken Aubrey to multiple conventions. I'm planning on taking my Anya cosplay to her 2nd convention. Because again, you're putting the time, effort, and money into this cosplay to never wear and take it out again. I don't understand that logic. That's the same thing of wearing an outfit that you like to school or to work, and then put it in the washing machine and you wear it again. Why are you just gonna buy an outfit, wear it once, and then get rid of it? Or just let it rot in your closet? If you like a cosplay, wear it as often as you want. Nobody is stopping you. And if somebody says that's weird to repeat a cosplay, they're the weird one for thinking you're odd for wearing something that you spent time and money on. Repeat it. Repeat your cosplays. Repeat the characters you want to wear. It doesn't matter. Life is too short to be worrying about people doing all that stuff. We're not doing that. So next I want to talk about conventions. I just have a few points on conventions. First things first is that you don't need to go to every convention in order to be a part of the cosplay community or, you know, anime/comic scene. And even in general, you don't have to go to conventions at all in order to be a valid member of those communities. It's either too far or way too expensive for some people, and it's just unrealistic to go to multiple conventions a year for some people because it's way too expensive. I know some people that they only go to maybe 2 conventions a year. I feel fortunate that I'm able to go to multiple conventions a year, but even then I know that like it's not really realistic for a lot of people to go to like 5 or 6 conventions a year, go to 1 convention a month every year. Some people just can't afford it, or some people just can't physically go because it's way too far. It is totally okay if you cannot go to multiple conventions or go to any conventions at all. Like, there's so many different ways to reach communities that you are a part of. Again, online. That's the whole thing of the internet, is connecting with people around the world that are like-minded like you. So don't feel pressured or bad about yourself if you cannot attend a convention, whether it's you only attend once a year or you can't attend at all. Conventions are completely optional, so. Next is something that I have personally seen an argument of since I was literally following One Direction since the Up All Night album. This is the idea of having a lot of merchandise to be a valid fan. I will admit, yes, in this shot alone, I have a lot of merchandise. Oh my god, I didn't realize how messy they looked. I have the others over there. I was filming. But like, I have a couple Frankie dolls, I have my Ida bags, I have my Nendroids and my dolls that are missing. Like, yes, I do have a lot of merchandise for the things that I enjoy, and the anime, the shows, the games that I enjoy. But does that make me a better fan than somebody else? No. Like, literally, who came up with the mentality of spending your money more on this thing makes you a better person and a better fan? That is so weird. Because the point of being a fan is just you're enjoying the media and you're showing that support by just watching it or just posting about it online. There's no need to buy thousands of dollars of merchandise in order to be a better fan. Because again, that's unrealistic. It's too expensive for some people, and there's no, anybody who says you need merchandise in order to be a valid fan is literally so, like, bro, where are you? Because that's not feasible. Be for real. So if you can't afford a lot or any merchandise, you're still a valid fan, you're still a valid member of the community. And some people, unfortunately, just have this crazy mindset of, I need to literally have every single piece of merchandise this character is on, or else this character thinks that I don't care about them, or the franchise does not see me as any better than anybody else. How about we just enjoy the content and just live peacefully? So this is the last one that is not super prominent, but I think it goes in general with just everything within experiencing things in life, not just conventions, whether it's concerts, whatever. But if you just have, like, a convention is meant to be your own experience. You are building your own experience by going to panels that you want, meeting celebrities that you want to meet, buying the merchandise you want to buy, and so on and so forth. It is all about decisions you make throughout the day to entertain yourself. As long as you're making safe choices that are keeping your safety and others' safety in mind, and as long as you are having a safe convention experience and doing activities that you enjoy that don't put anybody else or yourself in danger, that is all that matters. Do not let social media tell you what you should and should not do at a convention, in the sense of like, you have to go meet the celebrity, you have to attend this panel. I mean, don't behave like literally insane and be rude. I literally made a video about that. Just do activities that you want to do. Buy the merch that you want to buy. This is your experience. This is your convention experience. This is your ticket you put your money into. Spend the convention the way that you want to, but as long as it's not in an inappropriate way and you are being safe. I hope these points made sense. I hope this conversation was nothing too crazy to have. Again, these are just thoughts that I've had for a little while, and I just feel like, again, it's a conversation I feel that needs to be had. Honestly, it feels like cosplay has become a competition of who's better, who has the better cosplay, who has the prettiest cosplay, things like that. And again, this is a hobby that's based on the words costume and play. We're here to have fun. We're here to express ourselves. We're here to show love for characters that we enjoy, and there should be nobody that tells you you are doing it correctly or incorrectly. So, yeah, as long as you are enjoying cosplaying and the characters that you love and things like that, that's all that matters. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any thoughts, always drop them in the comments, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
What will it take just to find that special day?